Welcome to the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. My name is Herbert Lee, and I'll be your host. Now you can easily improve your vocabulary without memorizing long lists of boring words, and still develop a powerful command of English. You'll learn the origin of words, or etymology, told as easy-to-remember stories. You'll also hear some jokes, and learn some idioms as well. Episode 14, Hijack, Portmantos, Part 2. The word hijack comes from the Prohibition era in America. Prohibition was a time in America when liquor and alcohol was illegal to produce and sell. During these times, gangs would set up illegal operations to supply liquor and make money. A member of one gang would approach the driver of a rival gang's bootlegging truck with a smile and say, "Hi, Jack," before sticking a gun in the face of the poor, unfortunate driver and relieving him of both his truck and its alcoholic cargo. While we're on the subject of alcoholic, another common portmanteau you might find is something addictive and holic. It's so commonly used that many people believe that holic is a suffix for addiction. I always say that learning roots, prefixes, and suffixes is a really fast way to learn vocabulary. So if you learn the suffix holic, which is the final part of a word, you can learn many words, such as this. A bookaholic is a lover of books. Alcoholic is addicted to alcohol. Foodaholic is someone who loves food. A workaholic is addicted to work. A chocoholic is a chocolate lover. A shopaholic, someone who loves shopping. A talkaholic is characterized by incessant talking. If you want to know about this subject, listen to my podcast on blah, blab, blabbermouth. And finally, a word-holic is a lover of words. Chances are good you're a word-holic if you're listening to this podcast. Before we get started on part 2 of Portmanteau, let me give you a few tips to really improve your vocabulary study. My guess is that some of you are listening to this, taking notes, and then you'll never listen to this podcast again. You should really use the scientifically proven method of spaced repetition. No notes, but listen to the same podcast repeatedly. Listen today, listen again tomorrow, listen again in 1 week's time, and then 2 weeks' time, and then 1 month's time. That's really how you will lock it into your memory, not by taking notes and then putting the notes aside and then forgetting about everything, which is what you will do if you take notes. And also, you notice that in certain parts of the podcast, I will spell a word out. My guess is that most of you are going to get a pen and paper, write it out on a piece of paper. I ask you to do yourself a favor. Don't do that. Listen, close your eyes, and see the letters form in your brain, in your mind. You will remember much better in the future and for the long term. Let's get on with part 2 of Portmanteau. Cronut, C-R-O-N-U-T. Croissant plus donut. It's a flaky iced pastry invented in New York. Frappuccino combines frappe and cappuccino and is an iced coffee drink. Dumbfounded combines dumb and confounded. It means someone who is astonished or utterly speechless. Ginormous, G-I-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. Gigantic combined with enormous, something that's very large. Glamping, G-L-A-M-P-I-N-G. combining glamorous and camping. It's a style of camping that includes luxurious comforts and supplies. Guesstimate combines guess plus estimate. It's an estimate based on a hunch rather than actual data. Hangry, H-A-N-G-R-Y, hungry plus angry. Someone who is made irritable or angry as a result of hunger. Hazmat, H-A-Z-M-A-T, hazardous and material, substances that could be dangerous if not properly contained. In the news you hear about workers at a COVID station wearing hazmat suits. Imagineer, I-M-A-G-I-N-E-E-R, imagine plus engineer, an engineer who works on creative projects. Jeggings, J-E-G-G-I-N-G-S, jeans plus leggings, leggings designed to resemble denim jeans. Listicle, L-I-S-T-I-C-L-E, list plus article, an article formatted as a list. Another common portmanteau you might find is alcoholic plus something addictive. So you get words like alcoholic, workaholic, shopaholic, and chocoholic. It's so commonly used that many people believe that H-O-L-I-C is a suffix for addiction. Podcast, iPod plus broadcast. You're listening to one right now. It's a digital audio program that can be downloaded and listened to on demand. Snark, S-N-A-R-K, combines snide, S-N-I-D-E, and remark. It's a sarcastic or dry comment. Staycation, S-T-A-Y-C-A-T-I-O-N, stay plus vacation, a vacation in one's own city or town. Spork, S-P-O-R-K, spoon plus fork, an eating utensil that serves both as a spoon and a fork. And the last one, webinar, web plus seminar, a presentation or seminar which is held online. So there you have it, a podcast that is a listicle of portmanteaus. Next time when you hear them, you won't be so dumbfounded. So until next time, this is Herbert Lee saying bye for now.